Street Talk! Yeah!
Welcome to Street Talk. I am your host, Jason, and this is for Monday, October the 20th. So, went ahead and broke down the first half prop in the first Street Talk. Now I'm going to break down the second half prop per request of one of you lovely viewers out there. The prop is how many completions will be made in the second half, 21 or fewer versus 22 or more. Well, the first thing I noticed is it doesn't specifically name Roethlisberger or Ryan Fitzpatrick. That makes me think, are they planning on an Antonio Brown pass to the wide receiver, lateral, and then throw it down the field? Or perhaps they know about a fake punt. That's just me always thinking Street Master's up to something. But let's just look at the numbers. If we look at the odds, now remember, this is overall game total, so we're going to have to extrapolate a little bit. For Fitzpatrick, the over-under for completions in the game is 19, with the juice being minus 125 on the under. For Roethlisberger, the over-under is 23.5. The juice is minus 115 both ways. Okay, so if we take those numbers, divide them by 2, and then add that sum up, we get, wouldn't you expect it, 21.3, bang, right on the number. So I went a little bit further. I looked at how many completions does Pittsburgh give up? How many completions do they make? How many completions does Houston give up? How many completions did they make? What I found is Pittsburgh allows 19.8 completions per game. Houston completes 17.5 completions per game. So those two numbers are pretty similar. Pittsburgh completes 24.2 completions a game. Houston defense allows 25.2 completions a game. So if I paired those two numbers up, what Pittsburgh gives up with what Houston gets, and what Houston gives up with what Pittsburgh gets, I average those two numbers, divided by 2 to get half. What do you know? It's going to come out to about 21.7, a little bit on the higher side of the number. Again, we're right there in the middle. But here was the interesting thing I looked at. I took the splits for both quarterbacks, first half versus second half, and there was actually a dramatic difference in Roethlisberger with his first half numbers compared to second half numbers, and his second half numbers are much lower. In the first half, he's completed 85 completions so far in the year. In the second half, only 58. That's a pretty big dip off. Now, Fitzpatrick, he's a little bit higher. 47 in the first half, 57 in the second half. But again, if you take Roethlisberger's 58 and you take Fitzpatrick's 57 and you divide those out, that's only a little bit more than 9 per game. If you add those up, based on the average, it's only going to be about 18 or 19, depending on a little bit of rounding here and there. So for me, that's enough to tip this, because as I said, it's going to be landing right in the middle as far as averages, as far as betting odds go. So that fact, with their splits, I looked at it, and I like the under here, 21 or fewer for the green. Again, these type of in-game props, it is late in the month, so we might need to make a little bit of a march toward the stash, a march toward the monthly leader. So, but if you already have a high streak going, these are probably good to avoid. Now, the one note would be, if the game was perhaps a blowout by halftime, you know, one team up 35 points or something crazy like that, then you might want to consider under, because while one of the team is going to be passing all the time, that defense knows that and they'll be able to adjust. The other team with the huge lead would want to run the ball more. So I'm going to go with 21 or fewer, but take a look at halftime. It could become an even stronger play. I hope you guys enjoy it. And like I said, this was a request for one of the viewers out there. If any of you guys ever want me to break down a certain prop, tweet it to me. You have my at Street Talk. It's up there in the right-hand corner of the page. Or Leave it if you're in one of the groups, or leave it on the main. Leave a comment below. Whatever you want. I'll do my best. I'm here for the people. I'm a man among the people, trying to keep hope alive, all right? Hope you guys enjoy it. We'll see you next time on Street Talk.